You've probably seen it by now, France calling for Palestinian statehood, Keir Starmer pledging to recognize it at the right time, statements flying from European leaders about justice, peace, responsibility. Sounds noble, right? Wrong, because this isn't a breakthrough, it's a distraction. Let's get real, what's being offered here isn't a state, it's a glorified municipality with no army, no borders, no control over airspace, water, resources, or even its own population movement. It's not statehood, it's a shell. It's a pseudo-state under total Israeli control, less than what was offered under Oslo, less than a Bantustan, just enough authority to manage people under siege, never enough to challenge the siege itself. And yet, Macron, Starmer and others parade this as progress. Progress for who? Macron wants to look like de Gaulle. He wants to use Palestine to relaunch France in the Arab world after losing influence in Africa. Saudi Arabia wants to use it to justify normalizing ties with Israel and dragging more Arab and Muslim countries to the Abraham Accords. Starmer, well, he's fooling no one. He's trying to salvage his image within a furious Labour base after backing Israel's war crimes from day one. So no, this isn't about Palestine, it's about optics. It's a diplomatic stunt dressed up as solidarity. And here's the thing, Starmer hasn't recognized Palestine, he's dangling it like bait. His logic: if Israel refuses to negotiate, maybe Britain will recognize Palestine to push them. But if Israel agrees to talks, well, then no recognition. Wouldn't want to derail the process. Let's get this straight. Recognition isn't a right, it's a threat. Something to be withheld if Israel plays along. It's backwards. If Starmer believed in two states, recognition would be the first step, not a bargaining chip. This is not diplomacy, this is appeasement. Gaza faces a manufactured famine, yet instead of halting the siege or sanctioning the siege masters, the West retreats into the fantasy of a virtual state. Words replace pressure, gestures replace justice. Israeli heritage minister says Gaza will be Jewish, that they must find Gazans more painful ways than death. This isn't rhetoric, it's policy, and the West keeps funding it. While Gaza starves, Macron and Starmer are offering a state on paper, a state that exists nowhere, because in the West Bank, settlements have swallowed it whole. From 1993 to now, the settler population more than doubled from 250,000 to over 700,000, despite Oslo, because of Oslo. And here's the pattern. Every time Palestinians rise from the Intifada, the Second Intifada, or now when the world is watching and is sympathetic, the peace process returns not to bring freedom, but to bury it. The promise of a state is not used to deliver liberation, it is used to derail it. So let's rewind. In 1993, the PLO recognized Israel. They gave up 78% of historic Palestine just to negotiate over the remaining 22%, the West Bank, Gaza, East Jerusalem. In return, a promise, a state. But the key issues, the refugees, the right to return, Jerusalem settlements, were kicked down the road. Final status perpetually under discussion. And what did Israel do? Expand settlements, build the apartheid wall, turn the West Bank into a fortress of walls, rows and watchtowers, and reshape the Palestinian Authority into a security subcontractor, policing its own people. That's the peace process they want to revive. And while they speak of process, over 186,000 Palestinians may have been killed in Gaza. That's not my number, that's from The Lancet. Starmer knows it, Macron knows it, and yet arms keep flowing. Funding continues, no sanctions, no pressure, just recognition as a headline. If they were serious about peace, they'd start by cutting weapons, imposing sanctions, demanding Israel end the occupation and the blockade. Instead, they're offering a flag, a seat at the UN, and total subjugation. Let's call it what it is. This isn't peace, it's the sale of illusions. It's not recognition, it's collaboration with apartheid. Because a state that needs its oppressor's permission to exist is not a state, it's a diplomatic illusion, it's theater over mass graves. So Macron, Starmer, all those selling this fantasy, answer this question: where will this Palestinian state actually exist? In Gaza turned to dust, in the West Bank sliced by wars and settlements, in Jerusalem under annexation, or in Jordan, in Sinai, in Saudi Arabia, as Netanyahu suggested mockingly, or perhaps on Mars. If it's on the land occupied in 1967, then end the occupation. If it's anywhere else, then it's ethnic cleansing with a new logo. Stop selling illusions. We see through the mirage.